Deleted. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you. Or wonders they say shall never cease to happen. Wonders they say shall never cease to happen. When Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso leaders decided to move away from the traditional Western partnership to a new partnership, Ecowas said they are moving or changing one master to the other. Some of them even said that Russia in history has never helped any nation to develop. But today, the same Ecowas that was tagging Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, laughing at them for moving from the traditional Western partnership, according to TASS, Russian news agency, Ecowas is to sign memorandum of cooperation with Russia. So the simple question is ECOWAS now moving away from their traditional partners to Russia? Are they also changing masters? Have they finally seen that Russia can help develop a nation? Russia is ready, according to the foreign minister, Sergei Lavrov, to help African countries fight against DTT, things that are destabilizing us. And we are asking, has ECOWAS finally seen that they are partners that they have known for all these years, decades, and they were even ready to go and fight Niger, declared war on Niger simply because Niger has decided to also join Mali and Burkina Faso to save themselves, because we saw how ECOWAS was ready. Hadn't been that Russia, China, Venezuela, Cuba, and other places came to back Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, and they declared that General Assimi Goïta said if they should touch Niger, they have touched everybody. And according to General Assimi Goïta, there was even a time they called him in private. I showed you that video where he was saying that in private they were telling him that a coup like Mali, Burkina coup is different from Niger because Niger holds the key to France. Finally decided to move to Russia again. Like, is it that their people can no longer? That's what people are asking. Oh, what has changed the minds of ECOWAS countries? Why are they now looking for Russia? Because we are expecting that where they are is the best place. And that's why they were not happy that Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso decided to move away from the bloc. And even moving away from the Western traditional partners to Russia. And if Russia has never helped any nation to develop, why is ECOWAS now trying to sign an agreement with Russia? What has changed? We also heard the president of France, Emmanuel Macron, when he came to Kenya, Nairobi, telling us that Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, these three nations decided to move away from ECOWAS and even isolated themselves from the rest of the world. So is ECOWAS also trying to isolate itself from the rest of the world?
The CDAO will sign a memorandum of cooperation with Russia. Now I ask myself questions. Does the CDAO leave a master for another master? Because they are the same when the US decided to take its destiny in hand to work with Russia. It's the same people. Yes, it's the same people. Alassane Ouattara says that Russia has never helped a country to develop. Alassane the same. Alassane Ouattara there, they spoke here. They said you leave 1 meter for another meter. So today, the CDAO leaves 1 meter for another meter. I didn't know, but in any case, the information has just fallen. We are informed that it is the Russian foreign minister who gave the information today. Go to the information agency of Russia TASS. You will see the information there, and you will understand that the CDAO wants to sign a memorandum of cooperation with Russia on several domains. LA security, several domains. So now, it means there is not only Russia leaves 1 meter for another meter. We agree with that. Go, you leave a guy for another guy. Now yourself. You're going to do this anything if it looks like. If shame could tell people. You see, the truth is not a question of leaving a guy for another guy. La US c'est la vision. It's the truth, we're right. It means all the people who didn't follow us there will follow us with the force. Long live us, long live the 3 presidents of LA. That's what it's about. You will follow us every day. You will follow us here, thank you.
We saw that Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, moving away from ECOWAS, decided to land in the hands of Russia. If we are looking for solution to our own problems, we don't expect that we'll continue to be doing the same thing, expecting different results. We have been with these people for all these years. We have never seen any positive outcome. We have their own people coming out to tell us that God save Africa, because we have a lot of bases in Africa. War is in the air. And they have also told us time with that number, like the recent one when they were passing the resolution against Burkina Faso, claiming that all in all, Captain Ibrahim Traoré must step down. And Mark, one of the EU member of parliament, came out and said, do you say you love the people or you love the resources? Are you really fighting for the people, or you are fighting for the cheap and the free resources you used to get from these countries? Because if you truly love the people, you will be supporting these leaders. These leaders are not allowing you to be carrying the resources for free. Now, ECOWAS of all people, moving in the direction of the same countries, they decided to say they are trading one master to the other, changing master. So now they are also changing the master, or theirs is different. You know, when it comes to Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, we always have things that we say or use to describe them. But when it comes to these ones that always do things in order to favor Yolo Popo, we also have the way we present the issue. What has changed? Why is ECOWAS also moving in this direction? Why not China? Why must it be Russia? Have they finally failed to protect them? Because Macron made it clear to us that it's because Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso decided to kick them out. That's why they are facing these TT activities. So if they were still there, like the way they came and spent 10 years and these TT people were spreading, this attack that happened in Mali wouldn't have happened. So if ECOWAS is leaving France to Russia, what has changed? Because we have seen that everything is counter. Counter ECO. ECO backfired. Now it's going to be Russia. Like, are they joining Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso? One thing we need to understand as Africans, if truly we are looking for a change in Africa, our leaders must understand that we can't continue to be with the same people who are oppressing us. They have always oppressed the African. And their people are saying it's like this Frenchman that is confessing, giving us leaders to make sure these leaders don't allow us to make our own policies that will change anything in Africa. And we'll continue to depend on them, because what they want is the African to remain dependent. But when we have leaders who are rising to say, no, enough of the dependency, the African is capable of doing ABC on his or her own, you see them rising. So what has changed in ECOWAS? That ECOWAS has decided to now move in the same direction of AES. If truly what AES is doing is the best thing, why not join the leaders or all Africans uniting with Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso to fight for sovereignty? Must we continue to be dependent on people who are oppressing us? Like Captain Ibrahim Traoré asked, why do you love the people who oppress you so much? Look at the kind of education they've given to us. We go to school to be naming cockroach, the parts of animals, the parts of trees, when their children or their people are busy manufacturing phones, manufacturing that. And this kind of education we are receiving is not helping us. Yet we don't want to change. We don't want to do nothing different. We just want to continue to be here. Why? So ECOWAS finally is changing a master? Is that what is happening? We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall. And united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we'll make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world in Africa and in ECOWAS.